part of what we want to see too is how intuitive it is, how quickly people can pick up. Okay, it's like, yeah, it's limited now.
The way it looks like, it's not most convenient. So there's actually too much space spent. I mean, I would prefer having something more compact per article.
So you would have more. You would be able to see, take in more articles at a glance.
Yes,
This is giving
because there's all kinds of. I mean, database science director. We don't really need to know
where it's coming from.
Now, if I look at it, information here is better than the other one.
Do you think the information is presented better here? Or you feel yes. They're giving you more useful information?
I get more useful information per space. Okay. Because that's ultimately what I want to, in a quick way, meet these titles all.
In terms of how they present their information, this one you don't like. There's too much blue, too much of it blends together.
And why don't we spend all? Okay. Use all the space of the screen.
This one,
I don't like we'll be losing.
Right.
Most of the space is lost.
Journal articles.
Do sorting by date? Okay.
Yeah, date, newest, and I specified journal articles.
So, what do you think of the results you're seeing so far?
They're good. I guess I'm looking already for journal, what journal they're from, and that's right there in clear view. Interesting. I would read this one. Yeah. I think it is easier. I know before there's all the different options right below the search bar if you wanted to refine your search. But I guess this is kind of all inclusive. If you have something more specific that you want, or for a particular article, the advanced search button is the only other option.
Would you use this, or would you go back to
using it? I mean, this is pretty similar for me. So if this is already connected through the RPAT Get It system, then this is easy, probably. I may prefer the second one just because of that, like, sliding timeline tool, EDS, and I kept the relevancy. And then it showed me if I had modified anything on the side, like to make it more specific, it showed me all the filters I had been adding. So I think I could have X'd out of one of the filters and not all of them. Yeah, I think for me, if I search something general, I'll find some way of narrowing it down. I have a list of how I did that on the side. I think the other one might have had it too, but this one it was clearly marked that I could X out of one date, X out of journal article or book. Yeah. Yeah, definitely over the system that we have now, I would be more likely to use
it. This one is the first one, and I believe that one should be the second one.
The first one, I think the way it looks seems more user friendly, but I don't think it's necessarily as useful. Like the second one got right to the specific article that I was looking for when I typed in the title, and this one didn't. But I also feel like while this one looks like it would be pretty easy to figure out, for me the layout of the second one worked a little better just because there was that one little area where you could refine your.
Go back to that second.
the little find your results thing, because it's all just right there, as opposed to like the date being one place and the like peer-reviewed articles being a different place. To me, they don't seem that different in the way they present the actual articles themselves. I mean, this one has the little blurb, which I think would be useful for some people. But yeah, I don't know. I think either one presents enough.
With this product, which is called Summon, is to do a search on a topic, something in your current area of research or something you've had to look up recently where you've had to use Google Scholar,
Okay.
you've had to use our databases, or something you've had to do some sort of research on.
Let's see. What's no. I'd only know the acronym.
Okay.
Actually, let's see if they have it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So yeah, take a look through some of the results here and see what you think. If you're getting the kind of results you would have expected from
Yeah.
that search.
Oh, there's the scroll bar. Huh. I wonder if there's a way to. Guess there's. That's. Ah, there we go. That's a little bit better. Yeah, there's no.
Yeah, it's
Scroll
kind of
bar.
interesting. I didn't notice that.
Okay. Not used to English or European dates. Threw me for a loop for a second.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't even notice that on the side. You can update it right there.
Right, you can do all that stuff on the side there too. That's part of what I'm looking at though, is how obvious is that stuff to people.
Oh. Initially, when I think to refine my search, it's at the top, and this is like halfway down the page to do that, so I didn't notice it.
Okay, right. It's not near.
So if it was like
scan
up
the
top,
page.
like maybe, oh, and there's the journal article as well. Okay. This is what I'm curious about. Is if I go to the PDF, then come back, is if I'm in the same spot. So I'm looking at the article. Oh, it's not what I want. That it's like nice to be able to view the PDF like that without having to go through a couple links and stuff, but the fact that it fully resets your search if it's
You're not going back to the
more
same
often than
spot.
not, like half the time when you find an article, like, oh, this article name like sounds like it might be something I want, and then you go into it, and then half the time it's nothing that you want to be looking at.
IIE Transactions is a pretty prominent journal. Omega here is a pretty prominent journal, so these would be ones I would click on. Same with this IEEE Transaction. So I think, yeah, is showing pretty good search results as far as quality of journal. Titles and authors. So yeah, it displays it nicely.
Okay. Why don't you try and limit it to just things from, say, the past 2 years?
So we're in March 3.
2013.
Oh wait, 3 March.
Okay, so take a look through these results and tell me what you think about what this one brought up.
My initial reaction is it's not as relevant to what I'm looking for based off of journal. So these are, you mean like review of political economy. It's not total quality management. Based off of journal recognition, the previous search was for this was better.
Okay. How do you feel about how the information's presented compared
This
to the
is
first one?
so this is a bigger.
And you can tab back if you need to.
Yeah,
and
let
compare.
me. I guess
as
this
the-
is nicer. You know what I mean? Well, I guess this is
As
newspaper
far as the
articles.
information you're being given and
Yeah.
how easy it is to quickly scan and
Let me just compare journal article to journal. Yeah, so this is a little bit easier. I like the way that this is presented. It's bigger. You can more prominently see. You know, it's kind of in citation format, I guess. Versus this is a little bit. It, I guess, shows you more of the abstract than this does. So the first one will maybe aid you in should I really, deciding should I click on this or not based off of the abstract. But I think sometimes you can tell that from the title. Oh. So it's not letting me, it's saying only 2003. It's only letting me do 2003 to 2003. It wouldn't let me, wait, let me try. Yeah, it's not. Yeah, I entered 2003 and it, or 2013 and it tabs back to there. So I guess you could do 2001 to 2003 if you want 2 years. But yeah, that's weird.
okay, maybe that's based on the pool
The
of
results?
Yeah, which doesn't sound right either. But
Yeah.
it's interesting.
I can broaden this up, just like infrastructure systems.
Yeah,
which,
try that and see what happens.
Oh. Right, it's still doing the same thing.
Is it that bar below it?
Like I try to drag that,
Oh, it won't let me drag it.
and I
That's
can't
interesting.
do it either way. I don't know if we can reload.
This to just, as we did with the other ones, to just academic journal articles. It's probably most of what you have to begin with, but if you
Yeah.
have other things, how would you do that? Okay.
I don't like how that popped up in that like mini thing to then click update.
How the back was grayed out. And how that was
Yeah,
brought to the front.
I just want to like
Okay.
check it and then click update there, but that's just my style.
Okay.
So you like the second one.
I like the second one because it gives a more precise search.
Mm-hmm.
Second, it provides more functionals than previous, such as the refined by publisher.
Okay. So you like the search results better, and it gives you more things that you can do.
Not only more results, but also more precise.
Right.
See, it gives some preview.
Right.
This is really, really helpful because there are thousands of papers. I don't know which one is related to me, but when I see this figure, I know this is what exactly I'm looking for. Or this one.
Would you be more likely to use this than Google Scholar?
Yep.
If we had it?
If this one published online, surely I will use this one.
Okay.
Google Scholar, not that good. Not reach my expectation, but this one, perfect.
Yeah, this is just a lot more. I don't know if professional is the right word. Certainly academic than this.
Just the way that it's presented, you feel like you're at a more of an academic site than
Yep.
you do with the other one.
Mm-hmm. ISBN. There have certainly been times where I've had to search for a book. Okay. All right. I mean, for me, these are the types, this is the type of interface that I'm used to.
Mm-hmm.
This, I think this feels kind of foreign to me because it sort of feels dumbed down.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't used to EBSCO in general, and this doesn't feel too far from
Right.
from EBSCO at all. This
So
this
kind
is
of
just
to summarize your comments on that. The EBSCO one feels more professional to you.
yes,
Looks more academic.
yes,
This looks maybe dumbed down.
yeah.
But the advanced search in each of them.
I found this one to be much easier to use.
This one.
Yes.
Because.
Well, even just when you ask me to look for the dates,
Mm-hmm.
you know, it's clear. This says month and year. Here, I immediately, okay, I found the dates, even though it's kind of tucked in with everything else. Well, you know, at first I'm just looking 1, 2. After I get past here, it's clear that this is the day of
Okay,
the month, but
right.
it doesn't say day,
Right.
month, year anywhere. So that's why I clicked over here first, because I was like, oh, does it want me to, you know, click 2 for February, or so I think these could be distracting if you knew you wanted to jump to some of this other information, but I think it breaks it down into relevant sections more clearly than this one.
Overall, your preference is for which one?
The Discovery Service.
If you want to, just click back and forth between these. Which one do you prefer in terms of how they're presenting the information on the page here?
This one.
This one. So overall, if you were able to do a search on either one of these, which one would you prefer?
Probably the second one.
This one?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. How do you feel about the information in both of these given to you in the columns? This one has columns on both sides, the other has columns on one side, but does the stuff look useful to you? Does it make sense what it is?
This one gives me 1, and the columns are mostly just for searching at this point, if I couldn't find it yet. This one actually tells me more. It looked for everything. Well, that's what it tells me. And I would say that this column is more helpful in terms of not only does it give me more, it tells me exactly what it looked for and how many results appeared for me.
Okay. So, between these two, if you needed to make a search, which one would you be more likely to use?
Based on these two,
Yep, based on these two.
I would most likely use this one.
This one, the Discovery Service.
I had to pick one. I'd probably pick this one, but that might be a bias because that was the first one I used. That happens, right?
And again, just to sum up,
now the patent office is
if
working
you would,
too.
and I realize you have no huge preference either way. If you were leaning towards this one, what's the criteria that sort of pushes you over the line a little bit?
It's quicker for me. So, like, I searched infrared astronomy. I want to see references. I'm used to Newegg. Newegg is a computer.
Right.
Yeah, and they have their stuff on the left, so I can click astronomy, and it will give me just the astronomy ones, and then I can click the next thing and the next thing. Now these are on the left, but I find that there's not as many options. I guess if I do a more general search, they'll give me more options. I'll do the same search on both. Okay, so now it's giving me more options. Language, subject terms, content. God, it's so hard to pick. I mean, if I had to, though, I would go with this one. I got some images over here, which in astronomy I use all the time. I use images all the time. But I think the biggest factor is the syntax. I got to choose this one purely for the syntax. I would have more guessing, I guess you would say, of what I could do, and I feel like I have more power. Now I'm positive this can do the same thing, but I feel like I have more power in this one. So yeah, final choice, this one. I don't know the name of it.